Good morning. It's story time. Today's story, I'm going to tell y'all about how my ex-boyfriend told me to turn off the light while we was doing the do. Now, let me just set the tone, right? I go to where he live at for his birthday to celebrate. This whole day, we was drinking. We went to the strip club. We had a whole long day of adventure. So then, we get back to the crib. It's late. We're drunk. We finna bump skins. All right, we get the thoo, and I'm drunk right now. I had read this Twitter thread, right, where it was like, I just love when a man talk you through your NUT. And I'm like, nah, I just be getting busy. Like, yeah, we finna, yeah, we don't gotta talk. But then as I was reading this Twitter thread, I'm like, this sound kind of fire. All right. But then it's people in the comments that's like me, that's like, I don't get it. Explain. They like, nah, just tell him to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell him to talk to you. What we doing to do? I'm like, yeah, talk to me. I'm trying to be sexy. Okay, so I'm trying to be sexy, right? But I'm also a goofball. Now, mind you, I had sent him this Twitter thread, like, slide you this information real quick, big dog. When he said, turn off the light, I turned around like, what? He looking at me like, turn off the light. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? He like, turn off the light. I'm like, the light's not on. The lamp is on. The light is not on. Mind you, big dog is mid-rhythm. He like, turn off the light. In my mind, I like this light because this is my room at my best friend's house. And this room has a lamp that has like green and purple light bulbs in them. I like this light. It's giving the room a nice little feng shui. You know what I'm saying? He like, turn off the light. I'm like, no. So he poked me. Turn off the light. Wait a minute, big dog, hold up. He like, do what I said. Punch, punch, punch. Now, on the inside, it's like, okay, I get it. Give me a task. See if I can complete the task while there's another task being completed. Make it harder for me to complete the task and tell me to keep completing the task. Okay. So now we having this back and forth about turning off the light. And because I'm petty and because he's petty too, it's like, yeah, I'm entertained. Yeah, me too. So what's up? So he think he one-upping me because he just like keep poking and keep saying turn off the light. I'm already made up in my mind. I'm not turning this light off because I like the feng shui it's provided. He like, turn this light off or I'm gonna stop. All right, now I'm finna fake turn this light off. So I'm gonna start reaching for it, right? But then in my mind, I'm like, no, he really got me fucked up because he think I can't turn this light off. So I'm like, yeah, I'm finna turn this light off. Big dog speed up the rhythm. I mean, he's beating Doonies. Do you hear me? I mean, Ho trying to knock Sonic rings out of my ass. But because I ain't no Ho in my blood, I'm like, I'm finna turn this light off. So he just keeps saying, turn off the light. Turn off the light. Do what I said. Turn off the light. I ain't gonna hold you. The screws was loose. He was knocking them bitches. But then I'm like, yeah. I'm finna fuck the game up. I'm really finna turn this light off now. I done played with your ass enough. I'm finna show you what's up. So realistically, the lamp is not close enough for me to touch the knob to turn it off. So what do? I grab the whole little table that it's on and I just pull the table. You know what, cousin? You right. And I'm sorry, but here go 3 minutes. So because I'm slicker than a can of oil, I grab the table and I just pull it close to me because I'm finna turn this light on. Big dog is really sick of my shit at this point. He like, no, put that damn table back. Put it back. Right now, move. The whole time, I'm confused because, like, what? You told me to turn the light off. Like, you cannot limit or put rules on the doing the assignment. You know what I'm saying? And plus, like, if you're gonna put rules on it, like, you should have told me the rules from the beginning. Like, all you said was turn the light off. How I do it is at my discretion. Like, you should have specified if you gonna put all these stipulations on. But then a part of me was like, wait a minute, cause who is he talking to? Like, I'm not one of your kids. He don't got kids, by the way, cause I don't play them type of games. But I am confusion at this point. Who is you talking to? And low key in that moment, I think he was like, put the table back. Like, I'm just gonna adjust my tone because, yeah, nah, Mind you, the rhythm has not stopped. Like, that's just how petty the both of us are. So he reaches over me, moves the table back to where it was, and gets back in the ring and was like, no, turn the light off. So at this point, I'm really just like, but then I'm like, you know what? A real player always got a plan B because you can't just go in with one plan. I'm like, all right, this lamp ain't close enough for me to reach the knob. I can't move the table. However, when I had looked down, I saw that when I moved the table, the extension cord that it was plugged up into was now closer to the edge of the bed that we was on. So I'm like, yeah, I'm finna just unplug the lamp, right? But I need 2 hands to unplug the lamp. Now, there's also a part of this story that I didn't tell y'all that is critical at this particular moment. I know I told y'all that we was drinking, which we was. And I know I told y'all that I was drunk, which I was. But what I didn't tell y'all was that I was off like maybe 4 to 6 grams of shrooms. And I had a honey pack. And I made him eat a whole honey pack too. So yeah, this was kind of like the prelude because I thought the honey pack just took a minute to kick in. And that wasn't the case because, yeah, it got real fucking interesting real fast. You bumping skins and you drunk, like that's already lit. When you bumping skins and you off of the psychedelic, you feel everything way more than what you usually would. So it's like an increased sense of touch on the inside and on the outside. Plus, it like up your endurance. So like you just be on go mode. For those of y'all who've had a honey pack, go ahead throw that in the mix too. Well, now I done pissed Big Dog off because I just tried to reach for this. We, you know, had us a little back and forth. And now because we on petty time, he like, yeah, now I'm finna show you something. And I knew that honey pack had started kicking in. I just knew it. All right, 3 more minutes. When I say his honey pack was kicking in, I felt like I was sitting on a brick. And when I looked at him, he just had this real devilish grin on his face. And I'm like, yeah, buckle up, Buttercup, because we going for a ride. At the same time, my shrooms start hitting. Like every time he exhale, I can feel his breath go across my skin and the hairs on my arms is starting to stand up. Now, the only light in the room is the one that's on that he's telling me to turn off. But the room starts warping. I mean, like, and Big Dog put that bitch in like 3rd gear or some shit. Oh yeah, he's taking me to Pound Town like, yeah, turn off the light. And I'm very much so SpongeBob in that motherfucker. Like, on the inside, but on the outside, I'm trying to maintain my composure and turn this light off. Because even though my shrooms is hitting, I still don't got no hole in my blood. And I'm finna prove a point because you're not finna win. Now, mind you, I tell y'all that I need 2 hands to turn this light off because it's not plugged into a wall. It's plugged into an extension cord, which means I have to hold it with one hand, separate with the other. So while I'm getting my doonies beat in, I'm trying to figure out how I'm finna use 2 hands because I really got to hold on to this bed. But then I thought about it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold on with one hand. I'm gonna just drape the other hand off the side of the bed and grab the extension cord. Pull it closer so that even though he tearing my shit off, I could just, you know, pull the extension cord closer and I could put my 2 hands closer to me instead of further away. That way he won't see it. I'm gonna win, be satisfied at the same time. He gonna be stuck wondering, how the hell did she turn this damn light off? All right, so I done came up with my master plan. Now I gotta put it into motion. So he's behind me. I drape my arm over the side of the bed, right? Now I kind of like arch up a little bit and I just like, you know, pull it towards me and make it look like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, very much so like that, right? I grab it. I pull it closer to me, right? I honestly think he started catching on because he like, nah, roll over. Now I'm on my side. Still got one arm hanging off the side of the bed. So now I'm trying to finesse this extension cord and undo it with one hand. Like this, right? But for some reason, while I'm trying to do this, it's not coming out of the fucking extension cord. So now I'm getting mad. And my shrooms start kicking in some more. So my sense of touch is even more increased. So everything that he's doing is getting like taken up a notch on the inside. I'm also drunk. I'm also getting hot because motherfuckers is putting in work. Then he take it up a notch. He like, yeah, I'm finna pin your little ass down. I'm damn. All right. Okay. We gonna have to figure this one out because the pin down really be like, okay, Big Dog, damn. And to be honest with y'all, he had the most like focused glare in his eye. Like he was staring at me, but he was staring through me. So he just keeps saying, turn off the light, turn off the light, turn off the light. Why you not turning off? He pinned me down like, yeah, turn the light off. I'm just laying there like, you want me to do what, Mr. Nigga? Hold on. Wait a minute. Because in my head, I'm really trying to get my shit together. I got like all these different substances in my body. Then he said, oh, you not responding to me? He straight just, huh. My body is on like a fucking 1,000 at this point. Because I can feel every single thing. But then it started getting interesting because like his hand is around my neck and he's also pinning me down, but like I feel some shit act like it want to come up, and I'm like, wait a minute, bitch, we not finna throw the fuck up. I'm not cleaning up no throw up, because that's the absolute last thing I'm gonna do. Now, I didn't quite tap out, but I'm like, hey big dog, you gotta let me go, hold up, I gotta sit up. And that was honestly not a part of me turning this light off, because I'm like, no, I gotta sit up. I tell him like, stop. He like, you good? What's wrong? What's going on? I'm like, you snatched me up and I almost threw up. Like, on me? Yeah, on you, motherfucker. I take a few deep breaths and, you know, I let whatever's in there swimming around settle. And then he look at me like, you good? You need some water? I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool. Come on. Like, oh yeah. Huh, fuck is you talking about? Pin my stupid ass right back down. However, he pinned me back down. He pinned me down closer to the part of the bed that's closer to the knob of the lamp. I'm like, fuck this extension cord, bitch. I'm finna win. You know, we in the groove. The rhythm get the doo. Yeah, I like this rodeo. You know, at a certain point in the groove, men be like, Lord Jesus, yes. Well, big dog leaned that old neck right on back, and I reached over and flicked the light off. When I tell y'all, it went from like this, and he was like, all right, that's fair. That's one. Now I'm finna get my one. I'm like, wait a minute, game over. Like, I already won. Like, the game is over. It's like, no, the game is really just getting started. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, what you mean? Like, yeah, it's finna be lights out. You ready? Hold on. Wait a minute, why I can't just celebrate my win? Like, now I'm like, fuck. I'm never telling this motherfucker to talk again. I hate this game. Like, I thought this shit was finna be sweet. I mean, it is sweet. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm having a great time, but, like, what the fuck? We played a couple of more games. One of them was called Break the Bed. Other one was called Splash. Other one was called Rabbit. Other one was called WWE. Next game was intermission because niggas went to go get some more to drink and some more drugs. Yeah, we played a lot of games till it was lights out for both of us. Pretty sure the last game we played was Pretzel. Yeah. So I wake up the next morning because he's waking me up. With 2 pats on the leg, like, come on, get up. Now, I'm all type of discombobulated because, first of all, how did I make it back into the bed to go to sleep? Like, oh, yeah, I picked you up. I put you there. And I know you don't like sleeping without cover, so, yeah, I put that on you, too. He's like, come lock the door so I can leave for work. I'm like, wait, why you gotta go to work? Why you ain't call off? He's like, man, I gotta go to work. Come lock the door and give me some love so I can get up out of here. So I limp to the door. I let him out. I'm like, you know, let me know when you make it, whatever. Then my best friend come downstairs like, bitch, we gotta talk. I'm like, what? Okay, so I just let him out and I'm standing at the door confused, locking it. And I'm also very naked because I didn't go to sleep with no clothes on. And honestly, I stood at that door for a second. My best friend come downstairs like, oh, you're alive. Yeah, we gotta talk. I said, about what? Do I gotta put clothes on? Is Will upstairs? Now, I have a male best friend and I also have a female best friend. This story took place at my male best friend's house. My male best friend is gay. Neither one of us like clothes. We usually don't wear clothes around each other. So me being naked was not a surprise to him, but it was like, yeah, you toe up too? Yeah, me too. What I also didn't tell y'all was that before I ate this honey pack, I had told him that I was gonna give my ex-boyfriend one. He like, well, do you got another one? You got more than one? I'm like, yeah, I got more than one. You want one too? He like, yeah, cause yeah, I want to try. So when he like, we gotta talk, I'm like, about what? He like, well, I came downstairs to ask you a question about the honey pack. When I got to the door, I was like, oh, okay, can't go in there. Gotta figure it out on my own. I was like, yeah, it was pretty interesting down here. I said, yeah, I figured. I mean, I saw y'all in the backyard, like, you know, y'all was drinking and stuff because you had told Alexa to turn the lights on back there. So I'm like, yeah, you know, that was kind of the pregame or whatever. He like, but dog, let me tell you about this honey pack. I said, yeah, tell me about it. Like, first of all, I'm pretty sure I had the nastiest that I ever had in my life, but I liked it. So, yeah, where you get the honey packs from? That's the first part. Second part is, why was I fucking like that? I said, I don't know, but after you left, you saw why you came to the door and you heard what you heard. You're like, yeah, I mean, it didn't make sense at first, but then when I got upstairs, it started adding right on up. Like, I couldn't even hear you no more. Like, not that I could hear you from upstairs, but you know how when you know people just doing something, you be trying to listen. Like, yeah, well, I was hearing myself. I was hearing Will. So, yeah, that shit was great. He's like, that's why you limping, right? I said, yep. He's like, I also heard a big ass thud. What the fuck was that? I said, so, we kind of broke the bed. You did what? Yeah, we broke broke the bill. But don't be mad because he fixed it before he left. So it's cool. And he like, why when I came to the door though, was he telling you to turn off the light? It was dark in there, so the lights couldn't have been on. I said, see, that's what I'm talking about, because the light was not on. It was a fucking lamp. He like, why did y'all have a lamp on? Like y'all be having, you know what I'm saying, in the light? I said, if we really being honest, I mean, we really don't be caring, you know what I'm saying? When it's time to get busy, niggas gotta get busy, you know? Light or no light, we fucking. But I had the lamp on because, you know, it got a purple and green bulb in it. Like, yeah, that probably was a nice little setup, but why was he telling you to turn on? Anybody else, I'd have been like, you asking too many of the wrong fucking questions. It's my best friend, so I'm telling him everything. I'm like, well, it was kind of like a mid-session challenge type of thing. I won, so I represent. So because my best friend is hella competitive, he like, did you win? I'm like, yeah, I won. The fuck? I ain't misrepresent us. He like, but it's his ass. Cause he know my ex. Like, I just know his ass ain't let you just win. So now my best friend staring at me like, is you lying to me? I'm like, no. If anything, it was a draw because he got his one and I got my one. I mean, but his one, you know what I'm saying? It was retaliatory. He like, so you won the first one, and then he came back for some get back and he got his one. I said, yeah, pretty much. Like, okay, you know what? I can take that. That's more believable than just you got one up on him, cause he not finna just let you get one up. Boy, shut up. So yeah, me and my best friend had the time of our life on this fucking honey pack. Now for those of y'all that keep asking me like, where can I get this honey pack from? What's the link to it? I'm just be straight up with y'all. Unless you buying a whole box of them shit, you not gonna find them unless you go to like a hood gas station or something. And if you're in Chicago, the one on 95th and Cottage Grove, they be having them. You welcome.